86 years old, and we rolled that 86 version tonight. And to tell you all about it, here is the voice of high school basketball in the Parkland. That would be Greg Allen.
All right, partner, great to sit alongside with you. Alaric Jones and the Central Rebels with the opening possession. They travel right to left on your radio dial. They're in their traveling red with the Navy letters and numerals with white trim. Immediately down low, right of the lane to Drew Skaggs. Back around top to Will Sherpas. Back sideline right now to Jones outside the three-point circle. 20 seconds into the ball game. Skaggs has the first shot. Rims it off. No good to Courtois. Offensively for Central. He's been in the paint a day and a half. Comes back up. And now we finally get the 3-second call. Opening 27 seconds to start things off. Nothing. West County and the home lights tonight. Purple letters and numbers trimmed in gray. They go left to right on your radio dial. Little pressure waiting at mid-floor for the West County Bulldog ball handler. That is Kyle Coleman.
Central in a man-to-man defense to open. We've seen them play multiple various defenses throughout the course of their opening two games.
Underneath, they immediately go to Stephen Barnett. Back out Clayton LeBar, who's getting the start tonight. No good on the shot. Rebound, Drew Skaggs. One of many he'll have tonight, you would think. Sherpas outside the three-point circle, in on LeBar, maybe walked. Held the pivot foot, sort of. Down low, Clayton Brinkley playing defense as the shooter got inside. That was Skaggs, and he got fouled. He'll go to the line. I don't think the foul was on Brinkley, but we'll wait and see. Nope, it's going to go on Stephen Barnett.
That pass was a tough one to handle inside for Skaggs. He was able to get the ball at a very, very short distance between him and Sherpas, and he zipped it to him. Once he made the catch, he had a great lane to the hole, and he goes to the free throw line.
Drew Skaggs hits the first foul shot, first point of the night. Championship coming up just after 8 o'clock. We're about 20 minutes behind schedule. South Iron and Clearwater in the championship. Skaggs makes them both. 2-0, Rebels in front.
Bismarck winning that consolation fifth-place game, whatever you want to call it. It was 77-61. They beat Arcadia Valley.
Kyle Coleman gives it off to Brinkley, pulls up baseline, no good. Stephen Barnett right there for the offensive putback and ties the ball game at 2-all. That Bismarck score on the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Offenburg Chevrolet Buick GMC. No other basketball taking place tonight, so that is what you get on the out-of-town scoreboard. Hey, you take what you can get. 830 Valley Creek Drive in Farmington, 756-5776. They'll give you an oil change and tire rotation for $29.99 with a $10 mail-in rebate. Here's a missed shot by Sherpas. Rebound offensive for Central with John Comfort, and he got fouled. The question is, will they give him continuation in shots? And the answer is going to be yes.
I'll throw an out-of-town scoreboard just because I watched it today, and it was way out of town. Missouri's basketball team in the Bahamas. It's not a bad place to spend your holiday. They beat Stanford 78-70.
John Comfort, free throw up, free throw good. What network was that on, partner?
On Access, AXS TV. It's a kind of a new network. It used to be HD.net. AXS, Access TV.
I have never heard of that.
Yep. Like I said, relatively new.
Comfort makes them both. What are you on? DirecTV, Dish? What do you got?
I was watching it today at my sister's house. They were on DirecTV, but I don't know what the channel was. It's also available on UVersus, which is what I have.
Steal by Central off the possession from Kyle Coleman. Skaggs pirouette in the paint, body to body with Brinkley and lays it in over him. Skaggs continues to just impress over here in Ironton. He's got 4 and the Rebels lead 6-2.
He's done nothing in these games that we've seen so far except impress every single time.
Foul line extended to the right. No good on a shot by Coleman and a travel off the rebound by Vincent, giving the ball back to Central. Only because I'm ultimately curious, what would the channel used to be called?
HD.net TV. It was a concert type channel. They had a lot of concerts, recorded rock shows, country shows.
I'll have to check it out.
Yep, and they're showing some of this tournament.
All right.
Not all of it, but they had the game this afternoon at noon.
AXS,
Access TV.
Skaggs to Courtois, missed it, fighting with Barnett for the rebound, and if this is on Barnett, that's going to be his second in the opening 2:23. Wow. And it is. He's got a pair club third. Well, that's a killer early.
Yeah, and then leave him out there and let him try to play through it, and then you can get in real trouble if he doesn't play through it well.
Travel off the inbound by Skaggs. That's the first turnover by Central. And now Barnett likely will check out as West County goes to the bench and gets Chasten Bowen into the ballgame.
Now, you would think if he's going to sit for a while, and a lot of coaches would say, all right, that's it for the quarter. I'm not going to put you back out there until we get to the second quarter. You would wonder who can match up with Skaggs if Barnett's not out there to do it.
Yeah, I agree. There's a travel not called by Kyle Coleman. They let him get away with that little slide. Gives it off. LeBrier curls the basketball into his arms, lays it up, puts it in. He's got a pair. 6-4, ball out of bounds, stays with the Central Rebels. And we'll see the first arrival on the scene of the night from the 6'2", fourth-year man, Blake Nephew, into the ballgame. 5:28 to go, opening period, 6-4 Central.
I think Nephew has had some valuable minutes over here in the first couple of games. He's averaging 4 points. He's shooting 50% from the field, and he's got 10 rebounds, averaging 5 a game. Those are good numbers off the bench.
Jones inside Skaggs, trying to muscle his way to the basket and blocked off the baseline by Isaac Vinson. So Vinson's got 2, Barnett's got 2.
Now, once you give up that spin move to the baseline, you've got 2 choices as a defender. Well, I guess there's 3, but the third one's a really bad one. 1 choice is to do what he did, bump him out of bounds. 2, just let him go in and score. 3, foul him in the act of shooting.
Comfort shooting the 3, hits it. He's got 5, 9-4 Central in the early going. Coming up on 3 minutes gone by first quarter. And a blocking foul on the sideline by Comfort, and they are calling this thing tight tonight.
I think every time Comfort hits a 3 in this tournament, I'm going to think back to what happened last night with he passed up the look at 3, and he has done nothing but knock them in since then.
Comfort picked up that foul, his club first on Central.
What's interesting for Comfort is that from 3, he's now 4 of 13, and he's made his last 3 in a row.
Here's West County on offense, again left to right on your radio dial. This is Clayton LeBrier outside the circle to Brinkley. Clayton to Clayton. Brinkley lost the handle. Ball comes across the top of the foul line. Jones picks it up. Jones bodying with LeBrier. And the shot no good off the third West County turnover. The putback by Skaggs is going to be good, and he's going to go to the line for 3. And West County is getting manhandled on the glass right now. Skaggs has 6. Combine that with Comfort's 5. You've got a team 11 to West County's 4 collectively. That foul is on Chasten Bowen, his first, team 5th.
Well, the Bulldogs 2 nights in a row, 2 games in a row, really struggling out of the gate, trying to get anything going.
And if you're with us for the First State Community Bank pregame show, you heard Chris LeBrier, the head coach of the Bulldogs, say we've just got to rebound better. They're not doing it in the early going here. And they didn't hang on to the basketball as he wanted to in the semis against South Iron in the first quarter either. And they don't hang on to it here. Turnover by Brinkley, 4th in the ballgame for West County. And Central with the ball back up 8, 4:36 to go in the period. Surface up floor in front of a good gathering on day 4, championship night. It should be a good gathering on the final night. The most important of the tournament, you would argue. Skaggs hits a mid-range pull-up. He's got 9, and he just continues to be silky smooth over here. 14-4.
Well, I love the fact that at 6'4", he's developed that mid-range jumper. It doesn't have to be wide open. He can catch and kind of fade. He can kind of separate with his elevation.
5 Bulldog turnovers. Now, Chris LeBrier has got to take a timeout, and he will here. 4:09 to go in the period. We'll step out. It's a Central lead of 10, 14-4 over the number.
Cold. No bumper, straight back.
Back first quarter, midway through it, exactly 4 minutes remaining. 14-4 our score. Greg, Mike, Brandon, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Hope the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and all that good stuff was wonderful. My wife, for the first time ever, made a pie today. She can make a pie. That's bad news to know because she can make a pie.
Well, the thing that's going to hurt you now, 2 things. You're going to want
pie
constantly. And the second thing will be there'll be days you won't feel like doing that, and you'll be going, did you not make any pie today? Thought you were going to make another one today. No.
All right, we have played 4:05, and the Bulldogs are over the limit in fouls. They've committed 7 as a team. LeBrier had 1 off the timeout. Central re-inbounded. Elliott Sutton commits 1, puts Skaggs at the line. He hits the first free throw, going for the second, up and in. Everything is going right for the red, white, and blue. Nothing for the guys in purple and white.
And it sounds a lot like what you were saying last night, first quarter, when it was 17-2, and it's 16-4 now.
Right. Yeah, it's not a whole lot better. It was 17-4 at the end of one between South Iron and West County. The Bulldogs did not lead that game. They don't lead this one either.
And by the way, Skaggs is setting himself up for a monster night.
I agree. 11 points in the opening first half of the first quarter. That's not too shabby. You're on pace for what? 88 a game?
Yep, he scored 88. He could play college basketball at Grinnell University.
Well, Central became the first team over here since '94 to hang a century mark on the board against the team. Ellington did it against West County in the '94 tournament. Central did it on Monday against Ellington, 100-48.
Well, they scored 66 in their loss, so those are quality numbers that we saw.
16-4. LeBriers 3 ball is going to be short, rebounded by Central with Mannion. That's Braden Mannion, the second-year man at 6 feet. Sherpas, sideline right. Reach in, poke away is out of bounds off of Bowen. It stays with the Rebels. Don't forget about Megasports Trivia. We'll bring that question to you coming up. If we can get it this first quarter, otherwise in the second. Brought to you by Megasports. Win a $25 athletic merchandise gift certificate from Megasports if you're a monthly winner, which is coming to a very near future, by the way. Be one of the first 5 to correctly answer our in-game trivia question. You'll be entered to the monthly drawing, courtesy of the Parkland Sports Leaders, Megasports, and all of us here at AM 1240 KFMO.
Barnett comes back in, down by 12 with 3 minutes to go in the quarter and with 2 first-quarter fouls.
Here's a Sherpas triple try. No good. A rebound. Barnett had it and got knocked off the ball. This one's not going to go against Barnett. It's not his third. It'll go against the Rebels, and we'll see who it's on. It's only their second as a team. Sorry, Mike.
Greg, one thing that I really enjoyed in the conversation you had pregame with Mike Harlow is him talking about Will Sherpas trying to understand the point guard, what he wants out of a point guard. Think handle the ball, pass more than score.
Coleman, no business that he didn't give that ball off to a cutter down low, Garrison Masters, who was wide open. He decided to take Blake Nephew on his own. Did get a blocking foul on Nephew, but really passed on what should have been an easy basket.
One reason I bring that up is that Sherpas, his shooting numbers this week are abysmal. He's shooting the ball terribly, and you wonder how much. I've been really asked to be more of a distributor and ball handler and defender, and does it affect you when you do have to shoot? Right now, Greg, he's 4 of 18 from the field in this tournament.
LeBrier with a miss. Rebound Stephen Barnett with those 2 fouls. Kicked it out for a Masters triple. That one Rainmaker up and in, and he hit it over Braden Mannion. So Garrison Masters in the book tonight with 3. 16-7. That cuts into the Rebel advantage. It's now 9. Here's Mannion off a curl. Foul on extended. Right wing. No good. Missed the shot. Rebound off the hands of LeBrier and out of bounds to Central.
You wonder with a kid, Sherpas is a junior, and he has been asked to put the ball up on rim a number of times as he's come up in the younger stages, middle school, junior, the JV squad. He's not made a 3 this week. He's 0 for 7. He's 4 of 18. You wonder how much, will that get better, or is he going to be a distributor primarily? Not worry about the percentage.
Mannion with the miss. Barnett with the rebound. Ball knocked out of the hands of Coleman. Here comes a 5-on-2 Central. Sherpas give up. Courtois pump fake up on Barnett, who didn't want to foul him, and Courtois put it in. There's Sherpas on the distribution, and the layup was an easy one for Hunter Courtois after the pump fake, considering he was been guarded by a guy with 2 fouls in his first quarter. Good recognition all around by Central. First Sherpas, then the shooter. Coleman passed on a deep 3. They cycle it sideline left to Bowen. Lob inside to Barnett. They go back outside to LeBrier. Pump fake out of 3. Got rid of Mannion. Still unloaded from triple distance and missed that shot. Bowen tried to spike it off a Rebel and did, and kept position for the Bulldogs.
We have seen early, 3 games in for Clayton LeBrier. He is going to be a lot like a lot of shooters that we've watched over the years. When it's going down, it's in streaks. It's going 3, 4, 5 in a row, 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7, and then he may miss 6, 7, 8 in a row. Missed 4 in a row to start tonight. Had a long stretch of misses in the semifinal. Knocked the eyes out of it in the opening round when he hit 6 3-pointers.
11 the difference right now. Central in front. We come down to the final 93 of the opening period in the third place game of the Thanksgiving tournament. Central and West County, and the Rebels lead. These two will meet again a week from Saturday in the Rotary Shootout. West County turns it over. They go inside to Barnett. Lob pass to Sherpas. Felt contact. Spun away from it. Goes to the hole. Drives. Lays it up and scores. Kid is shifty at 5'8". Nice play. He's got a pair. 20-7 Central. Barnett in the backcourt standing looking. Gives to Coleman. We come up on 1:07 to go in the period. They will have the 3 o'clock game a week from Saturday at Middle Area College's Rotary Shootout. Barnett with a little baby right-hand hook, missed it inside, got his own rebound off a deflection, came back to him, short-armed that one. Fighting for his own rebound off the miss. We'll go to the arrow, and that one belongs to West County, so the Bulldogs hang on to the possession. 55.6 remaining in the quarter.
He, being Barnett, made a really big-time gamble on that.
I was glad you went that way. I was thinking the same thing. Why are you in there sticking your nose in there trying to get a board when he got 2 fouls?
He got the held ball, but it could have been a foul.
He went for another one that he could have got a foul on possibly. Missed it. Missed the shot and the rebound. 14-footer that didn't go down, and he fought for the rebound but missed it. Rebels get the ball back. Sideline right with Sherpas. Cycles it around to the left wing. This is Calvert. Entry feed was skipped over the top of Austin Caldwell for a missed Mannion 3. Spiked off of Barnett by Calvert, and Barnett ended up kicking it out of bounds to a teammate, Clayton LeBrier, so Central gets the ball back after all of that. 34.6 in what has been an interesting first quarter.
watching Central hoist 4 threes again in this first quarter, and thinking about how poorly they've shot it all week, and that question we asked last night, I'll ask it again.
Courtois, little point-blank jump shot. Beg your pardon, that's Austin Caldwell. My apologies. NBA shot clock coming up on first quarter, 22-7. Rebels and the ball off another turnover by West County. That is their 7th. They've got 7 points and 7 turnovers. Sherfus, entry feed. Caldwell, travel. Second for the Rebels in the turnover category. The clock stopped with 16 seconds to go.
Central 1 for 4 tonight from 3. This week in this tournament, they're 11 of 50. 22%. And 50's a lot. That's a big sample.
Yeah, it is.
And they're shooting 45% as a team coming in. And I'll get you the breakdown as far as 2-point shots versus 3, but it is, as you can imagine, a marked difference. Kind of makes you wonder, well, why are we shooting 50 of those when we're making 22% when we're just killing people inside the arc?
Bulldogs will inbound. Cross-court pass to Brinkley in the backcourt. Hands it off to Josh Barnett. 10 to go in the period. The timeline, Kyle Coleman goes down awkwardly, tied up with Alaric Jones and Braden Mannion. One of those two is going to pick up the 4th Rebel team foul, and it's going to be on Jones. Jones, no relation, by the way, to Jermaine or Donovan Jones, recently of the Park Hills Central program, recently of Middle Area College. Alaric Jones, no relation. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Coleman in the paint, clock to a second and a half, flipped it on rim, no good, and that is it for one period in the third place game. It's all Rebels. They lead West County at the end of one, 22-7. A timeout brought to you by the Unitech Career. Cold's fine. 22-7, Central with the basketball to start quarter 2, right to left on your radio dial. Jones on perimeter, looking up top to Comfort, thought about the 3. Instead, Calvert's going to take one. He's not in his favorite spot in the corner. He missed it from the left wing, rather. And the rebound to Barnett. Got it up to Coleman, feeds Brinkley, cutting to the basket, lays it up and put it in. That's pretty good transition basketball by the Bulldogs. 22-9, they trail, though, just a half minute gone by in the second. Timeout brought to you by the Unitech Career Center. They have one of the largest GED programs in Missouri. Classes available in the 4-county area. For more information, you can contact your adult career education leader in Southeast Missouri at 358-3011. Skaggs in the corner. That's Calvert. Spot up. No. Rebound Skaggs. And he was all alone because Comfort took 2 guys with him out of bounds, one being Barnett, the other being Coleman. And the foul's going to be called on Coleman.
Yep, it was. I had them in my eyesight as the ball went up. Watched what was going on, and he had the player locked up, and that's how they fell to the floor. I like the call.
8th club foul on West County, first on Coleman. That puts Comfort at the line. It left Skaggs open, wide open. He had an easy look, but that's because Comfort got hauled down. South Iron and Clearwater in the title tilt, 1 versus 3. This is 2 against 5. Talking seeds there. In the third place game here, John Comfort hits the foul shot. He's 3 for 3 at the line. He's got 6 points.
Through one quarter tonight, not counting what's happened in this quarter for Central, they're shooting 22% from 3 in this tournament and 54% from inside.
Wow. Those are just diverse numbers. Comfort hit the second. He's got 7.
You expect, obviously, the 3-point numbers to be less
but not that disparaging.
That's dramatic.
Underneath, Vincent with an easy basket. 24-11, a minute gone by in the second quarter. One of the officials got tripped up by some fans on the sideline. Freed up Sherpas, who elevates and missed the shot. Rebounded by West County. Coleman up the sideline, tied up, and that same official just called the foul. That was really, really interesting for one of our Zebras tonight.
Well, the way that, there's other high school gyms that have this situation, but the amount of people that continue to move back and forth during play here down the sidelines, they're walking virtually on the floor. And you get an official running down the floor who's looking back at the play, and you don't see somebody. And if you look right now, you just almost had another official run into by somebody walking to the concession area. I'm almost surprised it doesn't happen more often.
LeBard to Barnett, fighting against Courtois, hangs it up over him and hits. Barnett's only got 2 field goals tonight. He's got 4 points, and it's 24-13. The lead 11 for Central. Lob to Skaggs, who got hit in the face by Vincent. And the foul will be on Vincent on the entry feed. That's his 3rd, though, club 9th. And Skaggs back to the free throw line, where tonight he's 5 out of 5.
Central tonight, 9 of 9 at the line. Prior to tonight, in the first 2 games, they were 16 of 34 shooting free throws for 47%. And they've not missed one tonight. 9 attempts, 9 have gone down. Skaggs was 5 of 10 on the tournament coming in, and he's made his first 5, as you just noted.
Donald Thompson was the official that got knocked down by the fans walking down the sideline. Free throw for Skaggs, no good. 5 out of 6. Here's a 3 at the other end. That won't go for West County's Chasten Bowen. Rebounded by the Rebels. Here comes Sherpas. Drives, floats it up. Air ball. Well, it hit window. Alaric Jones got the rebound. Shot blocked. That time by Brinkley. It stays with the Rebels. Coming up after the ball game, Plaza Pool and Spa. Big Splash player of the game. Surround yourself in style. The #1 selling spa in the country. Hot Spring Spas. The absolute best hot tub ownership experience, and on display now in the showroom. Next to Hefner's Furniture, just off Highway 67 on the outer road in Farmington. Jones misses a triple. Rebound of Barnett. That's his 8th of the night. He's got 8 boards and 4 points. At the opposite end, a 3 doesn't go for LeBrier. Rebounded by Comfort. So one and done on both ends of the floor. Lead 11 for Central right now, 24-13. And Clayton LeBrier as Skaggs misses baseline, but Jones lost the rebound to Barnett. Hands it out to Coleman. We'll get back to that thought in a minute. Coleman fouled on the way up by Sherpas. He'll go to the line. Sherpas his first, club 5th. Clayton LeBrier hasn't hit a 3-ball tonight, and he's taken 5 of them. He's 0 for 5 from deep.
West County as a team's 1 for 7. Masters made the only one he took. The other miss was by Bowen.
LeBrier, conversely, has only taken 1 shot inside the 3-point circle and made it. Free throw, Kyle Coleman up and in. 2-shot foul cuts it to a 10-point game, 24-14. You can also listen to high school sports coverage on your cell phone, on your smartphone. Download the free TuneIn radio app and search KFMO. Listen wherever you go on your mobile device. Second free throw by Coleman's good. He's got a pair. Jones on the end line. Nice no-look feed to a driving Skaggs. May have got pushed by Barnett. No whistle. That was some kind of pass by Jones. I liked it a whole bunch. Skaggs just couldn't finish it. 24-15, difference of 9. Loose ball. Jones has it. He's got no help. 1-on-2. Drives, put it up. What a shot. And Kyle Coleman's going to put him on the line for one more. What a move, Alaric Jones. 2 straight trips. One with the dish, that one with the shot. Both sensational.
No way I thought that could get up and on rim and go through. That was really tough. Really, really good play.
Foul on West County. On Coleman, his second. Free throw for Alaric Jones is good. He's got 3. And for Coleman, he picks up his second personal foul. West County's over the limit. Central shoots 2 the rest of the half. Coleman misses a shot middle of the paint. Rebounded by Blake Nephew. Sherpas looks, tries a bounce to Skaggs. Quickly to the rim. No good with the miss. Coleman with the rebound. West County's got the ball back. 3 minutes gone by. We're in the second. We're in Arcadia Valley, third place game of the Arcadia Valley Thanksgiving Tournament. Here's LeBrier with his first made 3 of the night. He's now 1 out of 6. It breaks an 0 for 5 string. He's got 5 points. It's 27-18. 9 points the difference. 4:48 to go in the second quarter. Comfort, left corner. Skaggs spinning and never dribbled with it, or at least didn't dribble in time. Third Rebel turnover. West County gets the ball back.
Skaggs had the 11 points 4 minutes into the game. Still has the same 11 points. He does have a couple of rebounds, but he got a lot of that. He got 6 or 7 points in a blink while Barnett sat. And now that they've decided, hey, we're going to roll Barnett out there with those 2 fouls in that second quarter, and he's kept those 2 fouls into the third. It's a little more even matchup inside with those 2 guys going at it.
Brinkley to LeBrier up into the corner. This is Bowen. He's open from 3 over Nephew. Rainmaker in and out. Nope, beg your pardon. It wasn't Nephew on coverage. That was Calvert because Nephew got the rebound. Then the ball was stolen to the backcourt by Bowen. His pass was intercepted and returned by Central's Braden Mannion. So back-to-back turnovers in a span of 2.5 seconds. Calvert with a corner 3 doesn't go. He didn't follow his shot. Actually, he didn't really have to move. It came right back to his corner and out of bounds because he had vacated it.
1 of 8 Central from 3 tonight.
Now, you're not going to let this go, are you?
No, they're 11 of 54 now in the tournament. And again, I'm just talking about this tournament. I don't know what they're going to do for the season. I'm assuming that Mike Harlow is comfortable that he's got shooters who can hit 3 because he has had no problems that we've seen with them taking them. So I'm assuming it's okay, and he expects them to be an adequate or better 3-point shooting team.
Kyle Coleman, sideline right. Looking off the dribble, finds LeBrier. Midway through the second, we'll get you our Mega Sports Trivia question at the next stoppage. Up top, Garrison Masters, entry feed inside, and that stoppage comes now as Brinkley was fouled. We'll give you a trivia question every broadcast game. You text your answer. If you're one of the first 5, you'll be in the running for a monthly $25 gift certificate to Mega Sports at the Maple Valley Shopping Center in Farmington. The cell phone number to text your answer to and enter this in your address book. Call it KFMO Trivia, whatever you want to. That foul on Central's on Riley Calvert is first. And first free throw up and good for Brinkley. 573-760-3489. Give it to you again. 573-760-3489. Brinkley 1 of 2 at the line. He missed the second. Text your answer. If you're one of the first 5, you'll be in the running for a monthly $25 gift certificate to Mega Sports. The question at the next stoppage. 3:45. Sherpas from three-point land won't go. Brinkley with the rebound on the baseline. Outlets to Coleman. He nearly threw it away. Coleman hangs onto the rock. Comes up floor. Coleman with a left-hand dribble. Gives back to Brinkley. Tees up the 3 over Sherpas. That's off the mark. No good. Coleman with the rebound on the opposite side of the floor. Coleman threw a double team in the paint. In on Nephew and Calvert. Hung it up. No good. Rebound of Central's Braden Mannion. Gives it off the Sherpas. Looks sideline left, comes back to the center of the floor, 3:20 to go. Bounce to Nephew. We're in the second quarter of the third place game of the Thanksgiving tournament. Calvert, quick entry fee, got knocked around and dislodged. 5th Rebel turnover. At the other end, Coleman put it up and scored. Kyle Coleman with 4. All of a sudden, you look at the big board, and it's a 6-point game, and we get a timeout. Mega Sports Trivia out of the timeout. 3:03 to go in the half. 27-21, Central by 6, leading the West County Bulldogs. We're back to our question. I don't know if I want all 3 or just one of the 3. We'll make it tough on you tonight. It's championship night. You got to be on your game. Give me the other 3 division leaders in the AFC. Drew Skaggs with the basket underneath. He's got 13. Outside of Houston, give me the other 3 division leaders in the AFC of the NFL. Text your answer to 573-760-3489. Missed shot by Masters, who then blew a tire in the backcourt and fell down. Rebounded by Skaggs into the deep right corner to Sherpas. Other 3 division leaders in the AFC. Underneath, layup, Caldwell. Good distribution again by the Rebels. They've reclaimed a double-digit lead. It's 10 at 31-21. 2:19 to go in the half.
As a coach, you love taking a timeout and then coming out and hitting on all cylinders for a couple of possessions.
Brinkley going to the baseline, ran into a double team, couldn't do much else with it. Gave it off to Barnett, missed a short pull-up baseline jumper, too flat. Rebounded by the Rebels, out to Skaggs, threw a double team to the basket with a right hand, scoop it up and put it home. Skaggs has 15, he converts in the open floor, and the Bulldogs have no answer. Calvert with a near steal on the sideline. The lead is 12. With 1:53 remaining until halftime.
You mentioned going into break. West County, they'd done exactly what they'd done to South Iron late in the first half of that one. Way behind early. Fought back, got in a good spot. They did it here, but instead of going 6 and continuing it to the end, a quick timeout Central. Boom, boom, boom. 3 straight baskets, back out to 12 with 1:50 to go in the second.
33-21 Coleman. Left wing around the Barnett screen. It was a pick and roll. The pick was there. The roll was there. The pass never came. Coleman kept it. Missed a couple of shots. Rebounded by Skaggs. Here comes Sherpas. Looking. Knows he's got help. Cradles it. Takes it. Puts it up and in the cylinder. Will Sherpas with a crafty move. He's got 4. And the lead is 14 for Central. 87 ticks to go in the second quarter. Deep triple LeBrier. He missed his first 5. He missed another one. Brinkley with a rebound. Back to LeBrier. He's going to take it again. Heaves. Nope. That one didn't go either. Out of bounds off of Mannion, I thought. That's the way the officials sees it. West County basketball as Elliott Sutton's going to check in.
1 for 8. Clayton LeBrier from deep in this first half. And the 2 teams combining to shoot threes at an alarmingly poor rate. We'll get you the numbers at the half. But they are awful.
Again, the other 3 division leaders in the AFC. That's your Mega Sports trivia question for this game. Outside of Houston, give me the other 3. Text your answer to 573-760-3489. You got it, partner?
Not necessarily. I'm thinking about it.
Coleman in the corner. He'll drain 1 from 3-point territory. He's got 7. That cuts the lead down to 11. Central on top with Mannion in the corner. And good call on the travel. He little happy feet over there. And he gives it up on a turnover. We have 1 of the 5 available spots for trivia covered.
Wow, that's pretty good if you get that quick. I know that you got the ability to look it up if you want to, but
use any means necessary and send as many guesses as you want to send. Make sure, by the way, you include your name on the text so we know who you are and we can give you credit in case you win that $25 gift certificate to Mega Sports. And that's, by the way, the only thing we'll use your name for. We're not trying to set up any kind of a mailing list. 50 seconds to go until halftime. A lead of 11 for the Central Rebels. 3rd place of the Thanksgiving tournament on the line. Championship to follow. South Iron and Clearwater. Brinkley was bumped as he put a shot up. It went in. That cuts it to 9. This could make it 8. Huge sequence here at the end of the second. If West County can get a stop now, regardless of what happens on this free throw, that fouls the second on Comfort.
Hey, when you're within 6 and then down 14, and then with a chance if that goes, it doesn't. Rebound to Skaggs, his 5th.
Skaggs, quick outlet to Comfort. He's got Brinkley to go through. Went to the rim, no good. Courtois with the follow, hung that up and got fouled. He's got 2 shots coming. The Bulldogs last year placed 4th. They won the 3rd place game 2 years ago against Arcadia Valley. Their best, most recent finish was when they lost the championship game to South Iron in 2007 and finished 2nd. That was the 3rd consecutive year they lost the title tilt, all to the Panthers. Courtois just airballed a free throw.
Knew it. Him, not me, when he let go of it.
Elliott Sutton, the foul is 2nd.
Yeah, we're sitting at the end on the stage. He's facing us, shooting the free throw. Let it go, and the look on his face when he let it go was, I want that back.
Second one, back plate, up and in. Courtois with 3. West County ball down 10, and out of bounds off of John Comfort, rather. Central last year lost the championship to South Iron, won the title the year before against Clearwater. So they've had some pretty good success lately in this field. They're in the 3rd place game here. The last time they finished 3rd, 2005, their 3rd year in the field. So I guess if you're in your 3rd year, you got to place 3rd. That's the way it works. NBA shot clock to go in the 2nd. Belgrade State Bank halftime report nearing. Stolen by Sherpas. Open floor, half-court uncontested layup. That is called easy. 6 for him, and all of a sudden a trip that could have made it 8. It's blown back out to 12. LeBrier bumped off the baseline out of bounds, and that has Central over the limit. Will result in shots 80 feet at the other end as LeBrier is going to go to the line.
Can't figure out any real good reason why you would go and make that aggressive play where they made it.
Alaric Jones with the foul is 2nd.
You're up by 12. There's 11 seconds left. They got length of the floor to go. The best they're probably going to get is a rushed trip, even if they score. Even if they hit a 3, they get within 9. I don't know that it was worth that foul, which was a blatant foul, as you said, 84 feet away from the other end of the floor.
Clayton LeBrier, it'll be a 1-and-1. He can trim it to 10 with almost 10 seconds remaining in the half. Greg Allen, Mike Reeves, Brandon Hedrick, happy Thanksgiving to you. First one circles around and falls out. He won't get the bonus. Rebounded by Courtois. Sherpas into the front court. Sideline right with 5 seconds to go. Now to the left wing with Skaggs. Clock to 3. He's got to hurry. In the court of Lucas. Skaggs, a long distance 3-point shot. No good. Didn't know how much time was left. Scoreboards are on the sides here at Arcadia Valley, not behind the baskets any way, shape, or form. And we go to recess with the Rebels up a dozen. 38-26. That's our halftime score of the 3rd play. I know. Why are none of the coaches running? What's going on? It pisses me off. Turnover to start the 3rd by West County right up the inbound. They get caught near the timeline. That's their 11th on it. A ball that got knocked out of the hands of one of the Bulldogs, and then he stepped into the backcourt for an over and back. 5 seconds in, we get a turnover, and the Rebels get the ball up 12. Greg Allen, Mike Reeves, Brandon Hedrick bringing you coverage of high school basketball. Day 4 of the Thanksgiving tournament. Happy Thanksgiving to you on this Thursday evening, the 22nd of November. Broadcast game of the season, number 77. Hunter Courtois on the left wing to Alaric Jones down the lane. Got held. I like the held ball situation. I think that's the accurate call as Barnett had 2 hands wrapped around it. And the arrow is going to stay with Central. Big splash player of the ball game, courtesy of Plaza Pool and Spa, coming up at the end of this one. As well as after the championship, inbound to Barnett. Stolen by Stephen. Coleman feels his way up into the front court. Sideline right into the hands of LeBrier. Now to Coleman. Back right wing to Brinkley. Underneath, Vincent up. Nope. Barnett blocked and fouled by Skaggs. So to the free throw line, Stephen Barnett. Foul on Skaggs, his first. Wasn't it Drew Skaggs, Mike, that had all kinds of foul trouble in the semi?
And you, as we talked about, you wondered how much different that game is if he is not sitting as much as he did.
Barnett good with the first free throw attempt. Plaza Pool and Spa. Surround yourself in style with the #1 selling spa in the country. It is called the Hot Springs Spa. The absolute best hot tub ownership experience and on display now in the showroom. Plaza Pool and Spa, next Hefner's Furniture, just off Highway 67 in the outer road in Farmington. 10-point ball game as Barnett hit a pair. He's got 6. Sherpas on the right wing to Courtois. Lob back to Alaric Jones. Didn't like the 3-point look, so he gave it off to Sherpas. Back to Courtois. Skip back to Jones. He's open this time. He'll take it over LeBrier and miss it. Rebound Brinkley strong against Courtois, and I like the held ball call on that one too. This time it's West County possession, and Central will not press full court.
This is another Central missed 3.
Good thing we haven't heard that a lot tonight. It's a nuance of the game tonight.
1 of 11 and 11 for 57 this week.
Those are hard to hear.
I will definitely make that a topic of discussion in the postgame with Mike Harlow.
Deflected ball to Vincent, right sideline, tight to it. Gave it out of traffic to LeBrier. Lob pass to Coleman, looking down the lane, cuts down the lane into the block area and fouled maybe by Sherpas, who stands with both hands outstretched, saying, I was just in my spot. He came into me. Unfortunately, the official saw something else, his second.
And if he was thinking that, he's wrong. I had that foul call pretty much immediately. He reached in.
Second club foul. 10-point ball game. Barnett down low, uses window, can't knock it out. Rebound Brinkley right at the rim, too strong. Got it back again in traffic in the lane, twisting, fell down, and what do we got? Travel. No foul. Chris LeBrier does not like that non-call. 38-28. Having a hard time getting going here in the third. Minute and a half in. We're at Arcadia Valley at the Thanksgiving tournament. With you Monday from Potosi. Triple header coverage starts at 3:30. For all the brackets of tournament week as well as this one, you can log on to the website, KFMOsports.com. As Comfort knocks one in from three. He's got 10, 41-28, the lead 13. Coleman puts himself in a bad spot right out near the timeline and got fouled by Comfort. His third, team third in the second half already.
We talked about how Central has struggled from three. Well, Comfort has made his only two he's taken tonight, meaning the rest of the team that's not John Comfort is 0 for 8. Excuse me, 0 for 9.
41-28, 6:08 to go here in the third quarter. Just underway second half. South Iron and Clearwater in the title tilt coming up when we're done with this one. Barnett, little right hand baby hook, no good. Skaggs soars for the rebound and picks it up and heads down floor. High dribble, got away with it, kept the hand on top of the rock. Across the top of the three-point circle, Sherpas unloads from 17 and hits it. 8 for him. 43-28 the score. LeBrier to the forecourt, lobbed onto the block. This is Vincent motoring through a ton of traffic and put it off window and scored. Vincent with 4, back to a 13-point ball game. 2.5 into the third quarter. Sherpas trapped against the sideline, uses that right arm to hook around Vincent. Gave it out to Jones, lob into the corner. Comfort looking inside to Skaggs, got it there at the point of attack, missed the little runner, no good. Rebound, everybody piles up at the paint, including Skaggs and Barnett, who went down. Rebound came off the Brinkley, kick it to LeBrier, going around Jones, lob it to paint to the filler. That's Barnett, missed it, got it back, put it up, put that in. Barnett's got 8. The Bulldogs have cut this thing down to 11 again, 43-32. 3 minutes into the second half.
11 rebounds for Barnett.
Here's Comfort from three-point land. Another Central missed triple try. And the ball back to the Bulldogs with 4:57 showing third quarter.
2 for 13 downtown for Central in this game. And again, they came in 10 for 46 this week.
Mention brackets on the website at KFMOsports.com on the bracket page. You can also listen live at KFMO Sports. Click on that listen live link at the top of the page. Courtesy of Ledco Community Credit Union. 2 locations locally, Park Hills and Farmington. Stop by today and learn about Ledco's $25,000 nationwide surcharge-free A-team advantage. West County around the horn, left of the lane, pulling up. Coleman can't connect. He's had a tough night tonight. And a rebound by Central results in a Bulldog foul. Also, Presbyterian Manor of Farmington bringing you our online coverage. When you have questions, just ask. Together we'll find the answer. Visit Presbyterian Manor's new website at farmingtonpresbyterianmanor.org. The foul on Kyle Coleman.
We talked about Coleman having a rough night. Well, fouls is part of it. He's also only 2 for 9 from the field.
He's got 3 fouls now. That's the first on West County in the second half. Insistent on hitting that corner 3 is Comfort. He's missed now twice on the last 2 trips. Inside, it was another miss from Caldwell. The follow by Nephew went home, and he got fouled. Second on West County as a team. Third on Stephen Barnett. Central has 3 in the team foul category. 4:23 to go. 45-32. Free throw, nope, would not go from Nephew. He only got 1 after the made basket. Rebounded by Bowen. Bowen's got the ball now. Sideline left, got it to Barnett in the paint. Back out on the right wing to LeBrier. Foul on extended, unloads from 15 and drills it. Rattled around the iron and it fell in. He's got 7. Lead back to 11 for Central and a near LeBrier steal, but he ran out of real estate on the sideline and into the front row. by Jake Cavins.
I feel like there's so much from last night's West County game that if I would have just recorded it, we could rehash it and I could go to the concession stand or something for a while.
Yeah.
Because everything that we saw last night, we kind of see it again. Greg, they're not out of this. I mean, they've not played that well, and they've got a chance. They're down 11. They've got to get a couple of stops.
Sherpas underneath Nephew, up off iron, no good. Barnett's going to pick up his fourth. Came across the arms of Caldwell. That is a no-brainer. Stephen Barnett going to sit for a while. You would think his fourth personal. Club third on West County. And out he goes in favor of Garrison Masters.
And it was at this juncture in the first quarter that we watched Drew Skaggs do anything and everything he wanted to do while Barnett was sitting. We'll see if it happens again here.
Make that Elliott Sutton on the sub for Barnett, not Masters. Check that. Central basketball, we're better than midway through this third. An 11-point Rebel lead. Nephew out of traffic to Sherpas for three. Over Sutton. Nope. Right in the lane. Alaric Jones. Left hand up and in. Jones has played some pretty valuable minutes tonight inside the painted area. He's got 5. He's having one of those big splash kind of nights, courtesy of Plaza Pool and Spa. I like what he's done.
He's on my list of 3 right now that's in running for that. Yep, I got 3.
Bowen bumped to the floor. And Central with the foul.
I watch for plays that are big splash worthy. I watch for overall performances. Sometimes a single play or two can put you there, but sometimes it takes an entire night of splash worthiness.
Central, Alaric Jones, his third personal. That's the 4th team foul on the Rebels. And Jones going to check out, and Braden Mannion back on. 3:19 to go, third quarter. West County basketball, right to left on your radio dial. Coleman to trigger. Got it in at the corner between the timeline and the sideline, just in front of the scores table here at Arcadia Valley to LeBrier. Now sideline right to Bowen, off the dribble up to the foul line. Stumbled a little bit, lost the basketball, got it back, gave it to Coleman. Coleman against his numeric counterpart. Mike told us yesterday when that happens, their numbers happen to match. That's ironic.
It's happened every time you brought that up.
Here's Bowen outside the circle. Long possession for West County, and not a shot has gone up yet in it. They give it back to Coleman up top against Mannion. They stretch it back out to the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Got it cradled around his chest. Gave it up now to Bowen. Bowen body to body with comfort. Out to Brinkley. Back to Coleman. Coleman looking off the curl. Finds LeBrier. Unloads. No good. Rebound Sutton. Tracks it down to the corner. Stays in play. Got a pump fake to try to get Caldwell out of the way. Cross-court pass by LeBrier. Picked off by Mannion to the basket. Missed the shot against Coleman. Everybody to the deck and out of bounds off of Sutton. Central basketball, 2:24 to go in a third quarter that I have not enjoyed.
Well, you talked about this quarter had a hard time getting started. It's having a hard time finishing as well. It's just not been a very good quarter. The first half pretty decent, especially we saw a lot of good things. This one really hadn't had that in the third.
47-34 inbound. Mannion to Comfort. 16 from the right wing, no good. Right of the paint. Caldwell with an offensive rebound, hangs it up, and it fell in, and he got fouled. Thing sat on the rim a little bit and circled around and went through the cylinder. Caldwell's got 6. West County with their 4th team foul. 3rd on Elliott Sutton, who came in because Stephen Barnett was in foul trouble. Now Sutton's getting there hurt on a quick path. Free throw by Caldwell is good. He's got 7.
I know it's just it borderlines on such a common sense comment. I didn't want to make it, but we've watched West County spend 2 straight nights from the outset playing from behind. You use so much energy trying to come back in the game. It is so hard to be behind early, and especially by the numbers they've fallen behind.
Barnett in the backcourt. Cross-court pass by Bowen, intercepted by Sherpas. He fell down, ran into the leg of Bowen, who then picked up the loose basketball and got fouled by Nephew. It's been a ragged third quarter. Nephew is second.
Yeah, the really high-level elite plays in the quarter have been few and far between if they've existed at all.
Mega Sports Trivia, the Houston Texans, best record of the AFC at 10-1. Give me the other 3 division leaders in the American Football Conference of the National Football League. Text your answer to 573-760-3489. The first 5 correct answers, and we know we've got a couple of spots left. We'll be in the running for a monthly $25 gift certificate to Mega Sports in Farmington. Coleman, down low to Brinkley, turns over Nephew, missed it. Right there on the spot was Bowen for the rebound. He missed that. Tried to go reverse, loose basketball. Undercut was Barnett. That's Josh. Went down hard, no foul. Ball to the hands of Bowen. Baseline pull up, no good, but foul. I'll tell you right now, Josh Barnett is lucky that he is not hobbling off the floor with a severe ankle injury after hitting a rebel rolled up right behind his ankles. You'll see that all the time. Speaking of the NFL, the lineman gets somebody pushed into him from behind. That's exactly what happened to Josh Barnett.
What you got to hope is somehow, some way that foot comes out of there quick enough. Because you're right, you can get a bad sprain or worse when that happens to you.
Third foul on Nephew. Sixth on Central. Free throw no good for Chasten Bowen. He'll get another. Championship to follow this one. South Iron and Clearwater, and he went 0 for 2 from the free throw line, did Bowen. 5-10 in his fourth season. Central. Entry feed to Skaggs. Hangs it on the rim and missed it, but fouled, I think, before the shot. And it's going to go against Comfort, I'm seeing.
Going to go the other way with Barnett.
Wrong 22, Josh Barnett. Check that, his first. Minute 29 remaining. Fifth club foul in West County. Skaggs with a miss. Rebound to Clayton Brinkley. Now to LeBrier. 79 seconds to go. We're in the third. Vincent powers his way to the basket. Ran into Nephew, who fell down, and a push-off called against Vincent with the charge. That's his fourth. Team sixth. They're piling up fast. 50-34, the lead 16 for the red, white, and blue with a minute 14 to go in the third. Our quarter break coming up will be brought to you by the Unitech Career Center, your adult career education leader in Southeast Missouri. 106 away from that. Here's Jones up top to Mannion looking inside to Skaggs. Josh Barnett trying to shadow him right now. Under a minute remaining. Now Skaggs at the left elbow, pulls up and left it short. Rebound came right back to him. Down the lane he goes, hooks a pass to a cutting Comfort. Left that short, everybody crashes. Nephew's got it, forced it up behind the backboard. Shot it from behind the backboard, and it came back down behind the backboard, but he did get fouled. Clock stops at 47.9 to go, and the Rebels lead by 16. That puts West County over the limit with their team seventh. At the free throw line, Nephew, nope, he's 0 for 2.
Well, we saw Central shoot 9 free throws in the game last night, and they watched their opponent, Clearwater, shoot 41 of them. Done a better job tonight of keeping West County off the line, and they've gotten to the line pretty well as Central.
Second free throw, no good. 50-34 in the corner, loose basketball. Central had it with Jones, and then Jones delivered an elbow to Bowen that got called for a technical. So a technical foul with 43.4. I don't think that was intentional from Alaric Jones. The initial foul was made, and Jones continued to sort of try to rip the basketball away, but Bowen had let go, so it looked a lot worse than I think it was intended to be, and he kind of caught him with an elbow in the chops. Now the officials are going to talk about it. So well, the phone on the technical.
Well, there's two things you could talk about here. First of all, could you say maybe that wasn't what it looked like? The other thing could be they're talking about, well, was it serious enough to warrant further action?
Well, you could argue that too.
I don't think that part should be at all. Of all the elbows we'll see that happen in the sport of basketball during the course of our 100-plus broadcasts this year, that'll be one of the least flagrant ones.
Yeah, I agree. So first, Jones is going to go to the line because the West County player fouled him. Team fouls are 8-7. West County's got the 8, and I missed the license plate on the guy that fouled Jones, but he stands at the line and hits.
Thought it may have been Bowen. We'll have to see.
That would make sense since he was the guy that got caught with the elbow. His second. Jones hit the first free throw. He's 2 for 2. He gets another up and in.
And by the way, after that play was all said and done, Bowen did go over to Alaric Jones, and they kind of pat each other on the back, kind of, quick, hey, we both know there wasn't a whole lot there. They called it because they felt like they had to. Neither player was upset about it. So with all that being said, I think they called what they thought they had to, but it is not something that might instigate something further.
Right.
Not at all.
Clayton LeBrier shoots the tech for West County, makes the first. He'll get the second, trying to match the two that Jones just made at the other end, and he can't. He missed the second, but now the Bulldogs do get the ball, and they are down by 17 with 43.4 to go. Keep in mind, these two teams play again in 9 days, a week from Saturday at 3 p.m. in the third high school game of the Rotary Shootout at Middle Area College.
And I do think that game could look much different than this one. It's early in the year, and I think the teams are evenly enough matched, it could be a totally different looking game.
Brinkley with a basket off a very awkward looking possession that he somehow didn't travel on, 52-37. Coming up on a half minute remaining in the third quarter of the third place game. Championship coming up. South Iron and Clearwater. Lewis Bell stands just in front of us, was yawning earlier. I hope that's not a sign of things to come. The steal by Josh Barnett, missed it, got his own rebound, puts it off window and scores. You can't be tired just before the championship game. It's championship night. There's a travel by Sherpas, and the Bulldogs on a little bit of a run here at the end of the third have cut it down to 13 with the ball with 12-8 remaining in the third. Now Clearwater's really played some fantastic basketball over here this week. A win over the Central Rebels in the semis yesterday. South Iron beat West County. Stephen Barnett back on the floor with 4 fouls here with 12.8 to go in the third. That's key. Inbound, LeBrier. Sideline left, they feed Barnett. In on Skaggs, tries to muscle with him. Little right-hand hook, though. Foul called, crashing Brinkley. Ball out of bounds, stay with West County with 4.7.
I like the decision to go to him on the offensive end. He could have very easily drawn that foul.
I like the no call, though, on Skaggs. I didn't like the non-call on the crash by Brinkley. I thought he ran over a Rebel. West County will inbound. They're wiping up some moisture underneath the basket. LeBrier with the sneaker. Clock stopped with 4.7. Again, a quarter break coming up that'll be brought to you by the Unitech Career Center. Serving all the local high schools, including Central and West County, Farmington, North County, Bismarck. Barnett takes the inbound in the corner, 3 seconds. They free up LeBrier. Contested 3 at the buzzer, won't go. That is 3 quarters of play in the third place game. Central led by 17 with about a half minute to go, and the Bulldogs trim it to 13, but that's the best they can. Comfort elevates just inside the foul line for Central to start the fourth and hits it. He's got 12. Lead 15 for Central. Just underway in the final quarter. Full court Rebel pressure. Nearly out of turnover and now did. Sherpas with the basketball. Courtois out of the pack. Gives it back to Sherpas, who then fumbled it. Ball comes out loose on the other side. Mannion's got it. Now to John Comfort. Central setting up the offense. Left to right on your radio now in the fourth. 40 seconds in. 54-39. Rebels in front by 15. Lob over the top to Skaggs. And now what?
Brinkley, I think, on the hold. Now that's going to be away from the ball.
Coleman, maybe? I said now what because I knew it wasn't on anything that had to do with Skaggs. It's going to be the fourth on Coleman. So Kyle Coleman saddled with the Bulldogs' 9th club foul. And at the free throw line is Sherpas for what will be a 1-and-1. That play was way away from the ball. Sherpas has 8 points, his first trip to the line tonight. Again, a 1-and-1. That quarter break brought to you by the Unitech Career Center. Missed it. Hunter Courtois rebounds, gives it back to Sherpas. He went baseline, lost the ball between his legs, picked it back up, and continued to dribble. Circles back around, and now a 30-second timeout by Mike Harlow will break as well. Not even a minute gone by, 52 seconds into the fourth. Central's added a basket. They lead by 50. He's gay. Eight remaining in the fourth and final quarter. The Bulldogs trying to cut into a 15-point deficit, and they have only scored 39 points in the ballgame through just over 3 quarters. That is not a good recipe for trying to battle back when you're down that many. You're not scoring a whole lot. They do get a basket here to make it 54-41. 6:51. Isaac Vinson with the layup. He's got 6. Central basketball out of bounds, just about where West County inbounded a moment ago.
I think if you're Central, you got to keep playing ball. Every once in a while you get a lead like this fourth quarter, you start to play different than you normally do. I think it's too early for that. You want to be patient. You want to do something. You don't want to be throwing up shots quickly, but you got to be careful with the way you handle this.
Turnover. Central, their 12th. West County brings it back into the front court. Minute and a half coming up on, gone by in the fourth. Difference of 13. LeBrier points out instructions for Barnett on a pick and roll. Lob, too tall Foreman out of bounds off of Courtois. It'll belong to West County. Your level of enjoyment 1 through 10 of this game?
The game as a whole?
Yep.
5.5, 6. The second half, 1.5, 2.
All right, good. Glad you're with me.
Second half really kind of fell apart.
Kyle Coleman will trigger for the Bulldogs, right sideline. Long look, got it to LeBrier, wide open in the corner. Good looking shot, missed it. Vincent rebounds.
LeBrier still struggling from three-point range, to say the very least. He's 1 of 11 from downtown tonight.
Vincent had good position on the left block, but couldn't do anything with it. Now Brinkley back up top. Looking inside, can't find any help. Marked by Skaggs, went right around him, ran into Calvert, flipped to the basket. Vincent had it, threw it up, air ball from 2 feet. Rebounded by Scherfus. That was a West County trip that had all kinds of promise, but never could put anything through the well. Scherfus with the miss, rebound to Barnett. Quick outlet. LeBrier to a driving Vincent. That one's going to go in. Vincent's got 8, and it's an 11-point Central lead. Kind of critical juncture right now for the Bulldogs. If they're trying to get back in this ballgame, they've cut it to 11. Courtois to Skaggs, off the dribble against Brinkley. Fades away, missed the shot. Rebound, foul underneath. Jones, Vincent, Coleman, take your pick. They're all there.
I think Coleman was the one, though, that made the contact. Let's see, maybe not.
Don't think so. I think it's Jones' part. I think they went Central's way, and Jones is done. He got the technical at the 43.4 mark of the third, and that's his 5th. He's out of here.
He fouls out with 7 points from the field. He was 2 for 6, 0 for 2 from 3, made all 3 of his free throws, and had 4 rebounds in this one.
So he departs. There were 2 Bulldogs and Alaric Jones in that crowd, and Jones got called. It'll put Kyle Coleman at the line. The 5 on the floor for the Rebels: Skaggs, Courtois, Calvert, Scherfus, Comfort. Bulldogs counter with Brinkley, Coleman, LeBrier, Vinson, and Barnett. 22-7 Central at the end of 1. 38-26 Central at the half. 52-39 Rebels through 3. Coleman's free throw is up and in. That gives him 8. And there are 4 Bulldogs with 8 points at this point. Coleman, Vincent, LeBrier, and Barnett to lead the West County contingent. Skaggs leads all scorers with 15 for Central. Second free throw, Coleman for the team high. Nope, missed it. Barnett offensive rebound. How about a 3-point play? Could not finish the bunny. Missed it. 10-point game that could have made it 8. Skaggs with the rip away. Scherfus on the offensive end. Lob to Skaggs. Left of the lane. Spins on Brinkley. Ran into Barnett. And if that foul is on Barnett, he's going to be out of here. But I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be on Brinkley instead. And it will be. Game reset brought to you by Shelter Insurance. See your life insurance professional Scott Haggerty. 517 East Main Park Hills. J.J. Vickers, 63 East School Street in Bonne Terre. Shelter Insurance, providing local residents with life, home, and auto insurance since 1946. We're your shield. We're your shelter. 54-44. Skaggs makes it an 11-point game, makes the first free throw. He's 6 out of 7 tonight. He's got 16 points.
You feel like Central's in control, but you also feel like West County's not done yet.
A rebound off the miss by Barnett. Long lob out to Brinkley. Skaggs read it, overplayed it, missed the steal attempt, and another blown layup by the Bulldogs. Rebound off the Brinkley miss. Barnett gives it back to Brinkley, put it up quickly and scored, makes it a 9-point game. He has 9. He's got the team high, 55-46. And how about Stephen Barnett tonight, who's got 8 points, but double that number in the rebound category. 16 boards for Stephen Barnett. And those 16 rebounds, that number 16 could match his shoe size. He has got a canoe on his feet down there. 55-46. I say that lovingly, of course.
Yeah, that's why his free throws are not 15 feet, they're 18 footers, because you got to keep your toes off that line.
There you go. He's so far back from the stripe. 4:47 to go in the ballgame. Third foul on Brinkley. Skaggs misses at the line.
Skaggs has been at the free throw line for 9 attempts. He's 6 for 9. He was 5 for 10 in the tournament coming in, so he's had a better night tonight than he's averaged throughout the first 2 games.
Second free throw missed that too. West County over the limit. They've committed 10 team fouls, so Central shoots 2 the rest of the way. Barnett with rebound number 17. His feet just got longer. Here comes Coleman into the forecourt. Sideline left. That's Bowen back to Coleman. Coming up on midway through the fourth and final quarter. Bowen. Now, Scherfus fell down and is in trouble, and one of his teammates fell over him. He hit his head, I think. He just comes up and throws a hand in the air to LeBrier, and now we're going to get a foul underneath, and Scherfus is really hurting. He went down, stayed down. Comfort didn't see him and fell over him, and Scherfus just took a while to peel himself off the floor. Mike, I didn't see what happened when he hit his head.
Yeah, well, I think when he went down, he got he had his teammate, I think, fall on him and kind of roll over his head a little bit. He's lucky. You do that a lot of times, you'll cut yourself open or you lose a tooth. I don't know if you saw the collegiate game where that happened It was last week. Guy went on the floor. Somebody rolled over top of him. He came up spitting teeth.
Oh.
Yeah. And because of high-definition television, saw it in all its glory.
Free throw, Calvert. Against Central, we just told you shooting 2 the rest of the night. His first free throw attempt, and he made that one. He's got his first point. The foul was the 4th on Brinkley for West County, who now checks out. 4:22 to go in the ball game. 56-46, Central with the lead. This is for 3rd in the Thanksgiving tournament. Central's the number 2 seed in the field. Calvert makes them both. He's got a pair. Last crack at Mega Sports Trivia. We've got, from what I can gather, 3 spots left for you. Coleman with a handoff to LeBron. Got a screen for Barnett. Nice pick and roll. Barnett down the lane. Executed to a T. Barnett with the lanes got 10. That was perfect.
Talked about how that play, when it's run right, is almost impossible to defend, and that was run right.
Ball knocked into the stands by LeBrier. Houston tops in the AFC at 10-1 after they beat the Lions today. Give me the other 3 division leaders in the AFC. Your Mega Sports Trivia for this broadcast. Text your answer. It includes your name on the text to 573-760-3489. You could win a $25 Mega Sports gift certificate. Again, that number, 573-760-3489. The other 3 division leaders in the AFC aside from Houston. Skaggs underneath. Deflected ball off a tip from Courtois came to Comfort. We're under 4 minutes remaining. We're in the 4th. Sherpas back in after the little knock of the noggin to the hardwood. Up by 9 of the Rebels. Sherpas with the ball in the right hand. Try to drive on LeBrier. Goes, takes some baseline off the dribble. Banked it up, no good. Rimmed it around. Barnett with rebound number 18. Gave it off to Coleman. Coleman into the front court. 9-point deficit. Coleman into the lane. Through all the traffic. Put the shot up and got blocked by Courtois. Here comes Sherpas. Gives it up to Skaggs. Reverse layup and in. Skaggs was lucky. Didn't get hit with the travel there. The footing was messed up, but he caught it on the running, elevated quick enough to get out of trouble.
Skaggs' first field goal of the second half. He'd missed the 4 previous. Still a solid game.
Bowen pulls up. That won't go. Rebound, that one to Mannion. Center with the ball up 11, 3:11 to go in the ball game. Sherpas sizing up Vincent. Comfort checking his head coach for the play in the corner. Sherpas almost rifled a pass at him, and Comfort wasn't even looking, but Sherpas noticed that and hung on to it. Could have hit him right in the chops. Long lob down low, too tall for Courtois, but it's touched by a Bulldog. No, out of bounds to West County off of Central.
Central turned it over 13 times tonight. West County sits at 15.
New Farmington head coach Justin Callahan taking this one in. The Knights will open up their season at the Vianney tournament as the dead last 8 seed. That is not the norm at a Farmington to go in a tournament and be seeded last. They'll play Hazelwood Central Monday. Little hook by Barnett, put it in. 12 for Barnett. Game is a 9-point spread. Central up 59-50, 2:36 to go. A far cry from Central's 100 they put up on Monday. Comfort out of trouble. From 3-point territory, drills it. 15 for John Comfort. 62-50 Rebels.
He's 3 for 5 from downtown. He's the one guy you can't complain too much about because the rest of the team has done nothing from beyond the arc.
Brinkley to Vincent. Around the horn to Coleman, looking underneath Barnett, double team. Now he's got Skaggs on him. Again, that right hand hook. That time he used the window and put it in. He's got 14.
The rest of the Rebel team is 0 of 11 from 3.
Ouch.
You take out that 3 for 5 for Comfort.
Sherpas around the back and then got in the air, lost the ball, turned it over. That's the 14th for Central. Coleman in traffic, down the lane, fouled likely by Courtois with a $1:55 to go in the contest, and the West County Bulldogs down 10.
That trip for Central is not one you want when you are up by 10, coming down to the 2-minute mark. A rush play up the floor. You talked about behind the back dribble, go in the paint, lose it. Got to be a little more composed, a little more controlled at that juncture.
Foul was on Courtois, his first. Coleman at the line tonight, 3 for 3. Up and good. He's got 9. Some balanced scoring by West County. 14 from Barnett, 9 apiece from Coleman and Brinkley, 8 apiece from LeBrier and Vincent. Central's gotten 18 from Skaggs and 15 from Comfort. Everybody else in single digits. South Iron and Clearwater coming up for the championship after this. 86th Thanksgiving tournament. Coleman with the free throw and underneath. After it went in, we've got a foul. Vincent got called. Vincent fouls out. Coleman's got 10. Vincent departs with a $1:55 to go. And that'll put the Rebels at the line at the other end with Skaggs. Coming up, Plaza Pool and Spa, Big Splash player of the game after we're done here. Locally owned and operated since 1972 by folks you know and trust. Now offering hot spring spas, easy to use and energy efficient. featuring a unique titanium heater which carries a no-fault warranty for 5 years regardless of water chemistry. Financing is available at Plaza Pool and Spa. Skaggs misses at the line. He had hit his first 5, and all of a sudden now he's missed his last 4 and 5 of his last 6. Overall, 6 of 11 if you don't want to do the math. Made that one, however, and now 7 out of 12 for 19 in the night. It's a 9-point Rebel lead, and the Bulldogs running out of time. Minute 50 remaining, fourth quarter. LeBrier outside the arc around Sherfus. Looks down low to wide open Barnett. Put it up and in. Barnett with 16. It's the closest West County's been in a long time, but the clock is their biggest enemy right now. Minute 38 to go. Skaggs run into by, I think that's Brinkley. And Brinkley is going to follow Vincent to the bench and be done for the night as well.
Now, other than the individual foul trouble, and you're going to run out of players, the Hackett Rebel, I think, is the right thing to start doing now. You've got to hope they miss some. Right? Central coming into this game tonight from the free throw line this week, 16 of 34 for 47%. That's not very good. Tonight they've been better than that, but you still got a team that can miss shots. You're down 7, a minute 36. They miss a couple, you knock in a 3 here or 2 there, you can be back in it.
Skaggs hits at the line, he's got 20. I know he went for 30 on Monday. How many did he have yesterday, Mike? Do you remember? Did you write that down?
Well, he's got 53 total coming in, 23. So 23. So a 30, 23, and so 20. Far 20.
Not bad. Chance for one more here at the stripe. Minute 36 remaining in the fourth. Our coverage powered all season long by Alfenberg Chevrolet Buick GMC. They also bring you the free downloadable TuneIn radio app. You can search KFMO and listen on your smartphone anywhere you go. Second free throw, no good for Skaggs. Alfenberg Chevrolet Buick GMC. How about a 2012 Equinox, 0% financing for 60 months or $1,000 customer cash on a 6-cylinder. LeBrier misses a 3. Rebounded by Mannion. Reaching in the backcourt. LeBrier with a steal in the corner. Needs help. Found Bowen. Bowen moving on Mannion. And now what? It's got to be Mannion with a hand check. And for Mannion, that'll be his first Central Zone limit. West County with a chance to cut into an 8-point deficit with the clock stopped at the minute 17 to go fourth quarter.
Clayton LeBrier is 1 for 13 from 3 tonight.
Shooting. Wow. And you know he's a better shooter than that.
Yep, we know he will be, and tonight he hasn't been.
And Bowen misses at the line. He has missed all 3 free throws he's taken.
Coming in to tonight, we know he had the 6 3-point made game in the opener. Struggled a little bit more last night, but he's a guy they trust to shoot the 3.
0 for 2 on that trip. Bowen. We're going to walk and shoot some more with 1:14 remaining in the ball game. Still in a
chance. With a minute 14 to go, I'm okay with trying to lengthen the game and doing this.
Skaggs up and in. Adding to his running total, he's got 21. 9 out of 14 at the line. He has ended his 4 misses in a row string. And makes that one as well. He's got 22.
He's made 4 out of his last 5, and as you mentioned, he made his first 5.
66-56, 70 seconds to go in the ball game. LeBrier 1 for 13 from 3, now 1 for 14. That one went 360 around the iron and came out. Skaggs with the rebound, fouled by Bowen. The parade continues. Back to the other one we go. In a week from Saturday at Mack and the Rotary Shootout at 3 o'clock. Third of 4 high school games over there. Pretty good lineup, too. St. Genevieve and Hillsboro. Arcadia Valley Clearwater. Skaggs makes them both. He's got 24. 12 out of 17 at the line. I'm not sure West County has shot 17 free throws as a team tonight. They're close to that number. Barnett with the rebound at a missed putback. Skaggs has the ball. We're under 50 seconds to go. And if it was me, West County could call off the dogs, no pun intended.
Yeah, right now I'm okay with it too. Down by 12 in 40 seconds.
68-56, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Skaggs at the high elbow, and a reach in, and now a foul will be committed regardless by Bowen.
It's interesting you said that. West County's had 18 free throw attempts tonight.
I knew it was close. Well, he'll eclipse that right here. He's going to get 18 and 19. Coming up, he's going back to the stripe. Skaggs at 24 points this evening. Stays right there. He misses the first. 34.9 to go. Not a lot of energy in this gym for this third place game. I hope the championship picks things up. In case you're just joining us, Bismarck winning earlier, 77-61 over Arcadia Valley for 5th. Skaggs hits the second. He's got 25. That's the only update on the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Alfenberg Chevrolet Buick GMC. They do business the right way every day in Farmington. Final 30 of the third place game. LeBrier pick and rolled Barnett on the left block. Put it up. No good. Rebound Comfort. They should just cross the center stripe and stand there. Mannion. Final 15 was South Iron and Clearwater to decide the championship. Tip time approximately a little later than 8:20 now, looking at more like 8:30 or 8:35 for a tip. Final score in this one, 69-56. Central.